Well, damn, I feel like an alcoholic.
Cheers.
This is the first episode you guys don't drink with me. And it's Friday.
Just trying to be better people.
Oh.
And be healthy.
I
Well, I'm
hate
waiting.
y'all.
I'm waiting till Thanksgiving. That's why. That was my reason.
You're waiting to
Same here.
things. Okay, whatever.
The tailgate. Get fucked.
It's
up
gonna
for
be
the
like
tailgate.
a 4-day drinking.
Binge.
Thanksgiving, Black Friday tailgate, Saturday.
Why
Sunday,
Saturday?
Monday. I don't know because it's Saturday. There's really no reason. It's just Saturday.
Anyways, this is episode 6 of More Chamoy. I'm Suzette.
Angel.
Baby.
So I think what everyone's going to be talking about right now, is Black Panther
I was like, what's that?
Wakanda
Oh.
Forever. You'll know when you watch the movie. Angel hasn't seen it yet.
I almost took myself last night, but I was too tired. So I told myself I'll either go tomorrow or Sunday.
Ooh, who are you going to go with?
By myself. Have you ever gone to the theater and...
Not by myself.
Absolutely not.
Well, no, I've never gone by myself. But no, let me finish the question. Have you ever gone and you see someone by themselves? I always think it's so cute. I'm like, good for you. Like, you can be... Like, they're just...
No, I feel bad.
No, I
I'm
don't
like, oh, they're not alone, right? And then someone shows up with the popcorn and I'm like, cool.
No, I've seen people and I'm just kind of like, good for you. Like, what if, I mean,
No,
they're
for
just
sure.
entertaining themselves.
Yeah.
I look at it as like, you're just doing your own thing.
One of my coworkers was like, my wife doesn't want to go see it. And I'm like, you go by yourself.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
like, you don't
it.
know their story.
Yeah.
They can be married. They can, you know.
But I still feel bad when I see him. Like, oh,
not
you
me.
came by yourself.
I'm like, I'm trying to do that.
Which makes a lot of sense. It's not like you're really talking to the person
Right.
that you go with. You know, you're
You
going
don't.
to see a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
I talked to you the whole time. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we did. We were like, oh my God, did you see it? And then he looked at me and I'd be bawling my eyes out. Not kidding. And I'm not exaggerating. I cried from beginning to end. And you're probably going to cry too.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Especially when I hear Rihanna's song come on.
It's, oh yeah.
Okay.
That's when you really bawl.
Oh, I already feel like
But
I
it's
know.
such a good movie. I think they did a really good job dedicating it to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace. And they did a good job introducing new characters. They just, I don't know. I thought it
Nice.
was really well done.
What'd you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I actually really did like it.
You gave it a, what was it, an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, but I'm always pretty harsh. Like, there's not a perfect movie in my eyes.
Yeah, we always look for something small, you know, to be like, they could have done this or whatever. But as far as like everyone I've talked to that has seen it, I haven't heard like a negative comment about it.
Well, it's crazy how it even happened. It's just because, like, I was checking my email and I have, like, I'm subscribed to this, like, remember when we went to go see that scary movie?
So
For free?
is that why you...
Yeah,
you got
literally,
it?
like, it sent an email, like, today you can go
Lucky.
watch it. And I was
Well, we
like,
got screening, so we saw it before it was out.
It was I saw you
oh,
guys
yeah,
went on a
he's
Wednesday.
He's gone to the screening with me, remember?
That
Yeah.
scary
We went to go
movie.
see that scary movie.
I know when I saw you guys, I was like, what the heck? I thought it doesn't come out till tomorrow.
And I
Yeah.
told her, I was like, we have to. I was like, just leave Achilles with a bottle and just leave him there at the house.
Stupid.
You'll be
That's not what
fine.
we did. CPS is called on us.
Oh, I can't wait to see it now. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think. And then you saw, I mean, this isn't a spoiler because it's all over social media, but Rihanna has a second song.
Yeah, I heard that
Yeah.
one already. Yeah.
And people are, I think it's Born Again. And people are actually comparing that song to Unfaithful by Rihanna.
Oh.
So I'm
I
like,
listened to it
damn.
twice. I didn't really like interpret everything she was saying. I was just kind of listening to the melody and her voice. And
I just listened to it in the movie, but yeah, I haven't listened to it again.
I'm excited. I love movies. I love movie theaters.
I know.
I love popcorn.
And the best thing about Marvel movies is like you get the crowd clapping
Yep.
or yelling or like, you know what I mean? Like it's collective
Right.
excitement. So I think last time we saw Angel, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since like we've kind of kicked it.
Yeah.
We partied hard here at the house.
It was like a month ago or 3 weeks or so.
Shit.
It was
Maybe a
like
month?
3 weeks.
3.5.
Almost. It was the 22nd of October, so. And we're barely
3
on
weeks.
the 11th.
Yeah, it's almost a
It
month
feels
ago.
like forever, though.
I know.
Yeah. No, but we raged hard here at the house, and then we went to a concert. We went to go see Dioro, and we got so fucked up. Angel. Angel got messed
I had
up.
a great time. I don't think.
I had to stop like 3 people from fighting you.
No way, that bad?
Yes, yeah, that bad.
I was just vibing.
You were just like very friendly. You get really friendly, and you start like leaning on strangers and
Oh.
like hugging them, and
I was
they're
like,
all
oh,
like, get off. And I'm like, Angel, hands to yourself. And you're like, I don't want to fight.
I never want to fight.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
know.
mean? Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, then stay right here.
It was a really like crowded
Yeah.
club
Yeah.
setting. And so I was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fucking disaster, but it was a good disaster, I
Yeah.
guess.
The pregame, we had a pregame here and it was It was a lot. It was better than the concert, I would say, but we really turned up.
It was so lit to the point that if I wasn't a little bit sober and gathered everyone to leave, we would have stayed here. For sure would have. Like, baby was throwing it down on the ones and twos.
You really were, yeah.
Yeah, killing it. Like, we almost got kicked out of the venue. That's how fucked up we were. Right?
Yeah, it was bad.
We took 2 Ubers there.
Yeah. Throwing up.
We had a pullover on the way back because our friend had to throw up.
You were there. Yeah.
I remember the Uber guy, he was getting mad. He was just like...
No, just even there, like, when I was dancing, I fucking tripped. I fucking fell.
Shit.
I lost my wedding ring for like a solid 20 minutes.
You know, the floor was like drenched with
Oh,
rain.
man.
It's like it was a pool of fucking beer, dude.
Yeah.
And it always is. I fucking know better. And then I try to do my little fucking get low shit. And it's fucking...
He was shuffling, and then he fell, and he tried to get back up quick and fell again.
And I just stood there and I was off, bro. Fuck. And then they're all, I thought you were breakdancing. I was like, no, I fucking fell. And then I looked at my hand and I didn't have my ring.
Oh,
and
no.
bro, I was so bummed. I looked, and I'm fucked up, obviously. Like, I'm trying to find it. And I thought it was lost for sure.
Yeah, me too. I thought someone kicked it like all the way to the freaking stage or
They
something.
just got it. They fucking checked it. You got it, Yaro.
Dang. Yeah,
But
that bar was madness. Like,
Yeah.
the bar, it was just...
It was wild. But we haven't seen you since then. So what have you been up to?
Oh my God, a lot has gone on in my life. No, a lot of good things. As you know, I obviously have been like living by myself since September, and I haven't lived alone for about 6 years. But at that time, I was still in a relationship. So now that I'm kind of, doing my own thing single, and I'm getting older, obviously I'm in my career, I'm done with college. So now it's kind of like things are slowing down. So I have a lot to kind of think about, process. And I think, was it after Dioro I texted you when I was like, I'm so emotional, or I'm just like...
Mm-hmm. You were feeling funky. You were like, I don't feel good, so I need to like...
Yeah, I just wanted to like hibernate almost. Not to like, I don't revert to like drugs or alcohol. Like, that wasn't my mindset to cope with those issues, I guess you could say, or that mental wellness that I was feeling. But yeah, a lot of it was just kind of me in my own thoughts and really trying to figure out like what's my next step in life. It's so weird, like thinking that I'm in that phase of my life,
That
but
happens
it's
when you
good.
get older.
Yeah. But one of the biggest things was, as you guys know, like my dad's side of my family doesn't really know about me. When I say me, it's just kind of, they don't really know much about my lifestyle. My sexuality, nothing like that. And so for a while, it's been itching me to like, talk to my dad, all that stuff. And I think 2 weeks ago, it was like a Thursday, I was working from home, and it was just like weighing on me, this like heaviness where I'm like, why do I feel this urge to need to tell him, or, whatever. Kid you not, I texted him and I was like, can you talk? I called him, and before I started talking,
Bitch, I'm gonna start
I was crying. I'm like shaking.
Bitch, you didn't tell me I needed some fucking tissues for this episode.
Nobody knew. I didn't tell none of you guys. I just like, I'm gonna hold off. I'm still kind of processing it. And my purpose of going into that conversation and telling him was not to really gain his support, whether it was support or not. Because I also told myself, like, let's say your dad kind of rejects you, or and really it was just for myself to kind of be honest with myself. I think ultimately my mom knows, my friends know, but my dad's side really doesn't have an idea. And my dad and I, we're just now kind of trying to rebuild our relationship. So I felt like it was also necessary, because I'm like, well, if you're being honest about your life and what you're going through now, I should too. And so, yeah, so I came out and I was just like, I'm gay. This is who I am. Well, I really didn't say that, but I told him I was in a relationship and, it was with the guy, whatever. And I didn't know what else to say. And the complete, I guess I can't even think about it. His responses were beyond what I thought it was going to be. He, like, long story short, in a nutshell, he basically told me, he's like, live your best life, be proud of who you are. And basically just like, who cares what people have to say or what they think? And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, well, like I got your support, and that's great. It still kind of felt weird. I didn't feel like this, like, I can fly. No, because I was doing it for myself, really just trying to be honest. And I mean, for fucking 29 years, I've kind of been struggling with that. I still am, but it felt good to know that I had the confidence and the bravery to just kind of like tell him. And I had nobody around. Nobody was in my apartment.
You did it by yourself.
I didn't talk to nobody beforehand. Like, hey, what do you think? I was like, let me just fucking rip the Band-Aid off. Let me just do this for myself, because like, why have I been holding on? And so through that time, those weeks, I've just been really like in my head, and I'm like, this is one step, you know, to a better life for myself, and just kind of being honest with myself. I think it's something that's it's affected me in my relationships and friendships and, you know, just professional life. So now I'm headed in the right direction. So it feels good, but yeah, it still feels weird talking about it. This is the first time I've told you guys.
I'm
but
so surprised.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Because
Yeah.
I've known for years that this is something that you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, it was scary, but I also had this piece of like confidence, like, no, like just fucking do it. Like, what's really holding you back, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of, I think just my upbringing and, you know, the stereotypes and perception of what people think. That's something I battled with my entire life. I still kind of do, but this was kind of the first step to kind of stop caring so much and really just be true to myself and live my true life.
And do something for you.
And do something for me, right? Because I've been pleasing others, and always that's been the mindset. So yeah, that's kind of going through that. Yeah, so it's been good. It's been a good few weeks. It hasn't been bad, but a lot of growth and learning, and yeah, I'm kind of, you know, see where the next chapter takes me.
How are you not crying right now?
I know. I'm a fucking mess.
That's Izzy's holding it in. Hardcore.
No, I think too, because so right before I told him on the phone, that was the part where I paused, and then he's like, "It's okay," and I literally had to mute the phone because I didn't want him hearing my muffling and tears. And the tears, I feel like those tears were coming from fear. So me letting out those tears was kind of letting that fear out and leaving it there, and not letting it out of my body and just bye. So don't get me wrong, I'm very like, it feels good. I'm shaky because I'm nervous, but that emotion, I wanted to like get it out of my body and not let it like just get it out, because it's been in my body for my entire life. So I think that's kind of why that emotion it's not so like, I don't know.
It's different. It's a different type of emotion.
It's a different feeling. So it feels good. Like I'm happy, but there's just a lot that I'm still also processing. Like, wow, you did that. Like, you know, I'm so used to right away calling you or calling my mom. You know, I didn't tell my mom until I think it was 2 days later. I was still I just didn't want nobody's like input, you know, because I was like really focused and do this for yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was proud of myself, and yeah, it was a lot. It was
hard.
A lot.
That's very hard.
That's crazy. Yeah,
So
you're brave.
You're struggling with anything. Like, I don't know. You're not alone. It's been a journey, and I'm obviously it's still going through that journey. One thing that I will say that for me was really great, because I told him, I was like, I wanted my nana, like that's the next step, which is his mom. And I was like, oh, but I hate that it has to be a conversation. I feel like that's just kind of what we are all conditioned to do, as, you know, our upbringing. It's always like this. It doesn't have to be this coming out story. I'm not using this to do it. Like, that's not my purpose. Because, you know, a heterosexual person doesn't be like, hey, mom, hey, dad, so I'm straight. Like, it's like, why do things have to be that way, you know?
Right.
And so I didn't have to say that. He right away, well, I brought it up, and he's like, so then don't, mijo. Like, it doesn't have to be a conversation. He's like, the next person you bring, you introduce them. That's my partner. And keep it moving. He's like, if they support, they support. They don't. But that don't let that take away from your happiness. And like I said, we're just starting to grow our relationship. So hearing that, I was like, damn, like, who are you? You know, it was cool. But
it's true.
yes, I mean, so now I'm working on my relationship with my dad, and that's pretty cool. I mean, I think.
Is it freeing?
Yeah, it's definitely freeing. I feel good, and I feel like, okay, now I can really be honest with myself and also with you and that relationship, and not go into it having this weight and this like, I have something to tell you, because now I could be fully honest. You know, I could say, oh, I went on a date or I did this, but there was always those things that I'm not being truthful to who I am. So therefore, I'm not going to give you my truth. In the conversation, if there's going to be some avoidance or some denial.
Yeah. Do you think that part of him knew?
So it's funny, because I got asked that. I don't know. I don't know if he knew or not. He didn't say that. He didn't say like, oh, I've known mijo. So that was cool to hear. I felt like maybe he really didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he was also going through a lot in his life, struggling growing up. So I don't think he was even focused or even thought like his son is this way or not. But no, it was great because he focused on that conversation and focused on that moving forward, you know, because my mom, you know, she said that. She's like, oh, I always knew or something. And in the way I'm like, oh, I get mad at myself. But it wasn't that this time.
Yeah.
It was just like, no, I think this all happened for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it was just the timing, everything. So
Because I know there's, you know, a lot of people that hold back because they're like, oh, they have to know.
they have to know, right?
But a lot of times, like, you don't say anything for them, but you have to say something for yourself.
Right.
Because like you said, it does feel freeing.
Yeah, and that was kind of my whole my mindset going into the conversation was like, you're doing this for yourself. I'm not really going into this. Whatever he has to say, if he knew or he didn't, I'm not gonna like beat myself up and beat myself up like, oh, I should have told you. Like, no, I obviously wasn't ready. Now I am, and this is where I'm at. And shit, I'm like going into my 30s in a couple months. I'm trying to I need to really live my best life. Not that I haven't, but I think living it authentically and being honest, that I can't say I have. So
Well, I'm proud of
yeah,
you.
thank you.
Oh God, I feel freeing.
Good.
Because I know this is something you've been holding on for so long.
Yeah.
So, you know, as your friend, I've always been supporting you, but,
Right.
you know, never pushed you to do it, but always encouraged you.
Yeah,
to
thank
be
you.
like, you know, do what makes you happy.
Right.
Do you think that the book you read had something to do with your decisions?
Oh yeah, that Four Agreements book. It
Yeah.
definitely helped a lot because the book really focuses about it focuses on you really being authentic and being free and living your happiest life. So yeah, the Four Agreements, I don't know if we touched on them before. I can just hit them real quick. So the first one is just being impeccable with your words. So kind of being honest with what you say. The second one is not making assumptions. So not, you know, gossiping, right? The third one is don't take anything personal, meaning don't allow someone else's judgment or what they say. Don't take it as they're talking about you, whatever their perception is or whatever they believe in, that has nothing to do with you. That's them. And the fourth one is just being your best. So practicing those three agreements, you're not going to be perfect, but knowing that you're trying your best, that's all you can do. So a lot of my my life now, I feel like I've really just been reflecting and trying to practice those little agreements and obviously developing new ones and talking to people and just kind of being more open because I don't think it's like, how am I going to apply that in my life if I'm really not being honest with who I am as a person?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the book really helped. It helped me, I think, being on my own again. And
That's
I think
good.
a lot of healing.
I think that all, like, you're really strong for being able to do that all on your own.
Thank you.
Like, you didn't call any of us and be like, I'm about to do this. You know what I mean? Just to feel like that reassurance or that, like, support
Because I always
behind
did
you.
that. I always
Yeah.
needed that. I always felt like I needed that validation. So this time it was kind of like, all right, like, put your big boy pants on. Like, you can do it. Like, it's okay. Like, whatever's going to happen, let that happen.
Yeah.
But it's like, stop living in a shadow because you're not going to be happy. I feel like so.
Yeah, feel fulfilled. I feel like all that comes with age too.
It does.
Like, I was just telling baby, like, one of my coworkers was like so upset about their age, and they're getting older. And for me, it's like it's something that it's inevitable. Like, it's gonna happen. You can't prevent it. And I don't want to live hating my age as I'm getting older. I want to embrace it.
Exactly.
And I know I've heard a lot of people say that your 30s are your best because you kind of have things a little bit figured out within yourself. You know, your 20s, you're trying to figure out who you are. You're trying to figure out what to do or what you want to do. And it's like, you care what people say. You care what people think. You want to look good and this and that. And you get to your 30s and they say you give less of a fuck. Then your 40s, you really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And so I want to get to a point where it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what y'all have to say. And I think I'm
Oh, I think you're getting there.
You have. There's things you said, and I'm just like, I look at, and it's admiring because I'm like, dang, like I don't know if I'm there yet, but you say stuff. You're like, that block button.
Yeah, like I'm getting to the point where it's like, I need my happiness to make everyone else that I love around me happy by being happy myself. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of that comes with age too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's something that like we should really try to embrace a little bit more than
Most
be
definitely.
ashamed of and hide. And then, like, I get it. Number's a number. Like, if you feel young, you can be young. But it's like people get so crazy when sometimes like you ask how old they are, or they get asked, being told like, oh, you know, you're getting older. Yeah, I'm getting older. Like, no shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's reality.
So
But
embrace your age, embrace your
I think it's a beautiful thing.
yeah. I just can't keep up with them trends. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
when we had Diego on here, I'm like, what? All these, I don't.
It's not even that, homie. You're living in
Yeah,
your
you're
own
just
world.
stuck in your own world.
Because you said we're in a text thread talking about like what we're gonna talk about on the podcast. And we're like, yo, we gotta talk about Drake's and 21 Savage's album, Her Loss. And Angel's like, I don't listen to Drake.
I don't listen to. So I don't listen to their albums. I listen to. If it's mainstream, if I hear it on the, well, I don't even listen to radio. I think it's honestly when you introduce it to me or something like that. Then
When the song is big.
yeah, or if I'm on TikTok and I'm hearing a song, I've been seeing the song in him 21 Savage.
Yeah.
So then I'll download it on iTunes, but that's the only song. I really won't go into the album.
Did you say iTunes?
Apple Tunes? Is it not? What? It's iTunes. What?
Apple Music.
Oh shit! Is that the same thing?
No, iTunes is, I mean, that's where
It's
you
like-
buy music.
That's where you buy. That's
But
where you
you
used to download it on your fucking
Damn,
iPod.
I'm
that you
stuck
used to-
in like 2003.
the iPod that used to like do the circle to fucking
I
find the
had
song.
that
you're on-
black one. You can watch music videos. Damn.
You have Apple Music. You stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pay my $5 a month. I stuck in my
That's a
college
student-
discount.
that's a
I
student
hell
discount,
yeah.
dude.
Every time every time they send that validate college. Yep, I got my college email. Dude, hell
Is
yeah.
it still active?
Yes. Yeah, that doesn't expire.
Yeah, my U of A email is still active. Can I use that?
Yes, that's how every like couple
U of A
years.
is off. No, you can't. Finding you right now, kicking you out
No,
of the
I
database.
still get emails constantly. I mean, if you go to grad school, you keep that same email if you
That's
go back
true.
to
Yeah.
So
But yeah, you just saying that I don't listen to Drake is like, who does not listen to Drake?
sorry, me. I'm really bad. I mean, you see my playlist, you hear it. It's the same.
Shake your tail
Say-
feather. I can say it. Shake your tail feather.
But Tokisha, she's upcoming. Have you heard of Tokisha? So she's Dominican. She's in the Latin. She came out with a song with Rosalia,
Oh, nice.
and she's been with a song with J Balvin.
Wait, how do you know of her, first of all?
TikTok.
Oh,
I'm telling
okay.
you, so that's mainstream.
You're on TikTok. That's good.
I am on TikTok.
I
yeah.
thought she was like a love and hip hop. Like,
No, Love and Hip Hop. Cardi B came off of Love and
I
Hip Hop.
know.
Like
That's what
10
I'm-
years ago, dude.
Bia came off of Sisterhood of Hip Hop.
Yeah.
So that's how I watch a lot of reality TV, or I did. I don't anymore.
You
I really
don't?
don't. A lot of the stuff that I see, it's either on like Facebook videos,
Oh.
and that's current,
Mm-hmm.
and then TikTok.
We discussed, like, what do you think Angel's day looks like? And I was like, he wakes up, he poops, he gets ready, he goes to work. He comes back, he poops again. He eats, and he goes to bed.
he goes to the gym, comes
Yeah.
home, poops again.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely right. On
That's
days
so
that I don't work
sad,
out,
dude.
Angel poops a lot.
I love that. It's like relaxing. No,
Yeah, I
You
guess.
need to get a little bit. I mean,
spice.
it's kind of nice, like not being
I
involved
mean, the
in all
Monday
the
night
culture.
softball is your
yeah.
spice, I
Every
guess,
Monday
for
night, even sometimes that I'm like, oh, it's getting in my routine. I want to relax.
Yeah, I mean, we stay on like whatever album drops or whatever show is big or
You guys-
documentary.
you guys, yeah.
It's kind of nice that you don't because it's like you're not invested in
You're
that
not
whole
obligated.
Hollywood stuff.
I try not to because it's. I mean,
It's a
social
lot.
media itself is a lot.
Yeah, you have to detox from that every now and then.
I wish I could just delete all my social media. But that's where I get all my funny videos, dude, and that's what keeps me going.
Those viral videos are
sometimes
That's what
yeah.
keeps me going.
Not our son or our marriage. That's viral videos
There's
is
a-
what keeps him going and mean.
Yeah, I find a lot of humor on TikTok. I don't know.
It's great. Like there are some videos that are just
You can relate to them, and you're like, "Dang, why didn't I?"
Like
think of
I
that?
didn't care for Twitter because I only had Twitter because of the sneakers because that's where all the like oh this just dropped or here's the link for this and shit. But there's some good shit on Twitter. There's some savage ass shit.
I don't
on
have Twitter. I don't have that.
Twitter's
Dude,
for the
it's
savages.
addicting. Yeah, dude,
Oh,
it's
okay.
addicting. It's like fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you want to see some shit talking or funny
Just shade
comments,
thrown. This
Oh, okay.
it's Twitter. Twitter will give it to you like it is.
yeah, just raw.
But it's
B-raw.
it's interesting what like Twitter is gonna become now that Elon Musk is running it because I did see that he was like, none of this like people being higher up and peasants or whatever. Like it's if you want the blue check mark, the verification, you can pay a monthly fee for it. It's like almost like a subscription. Like you can pay, I think it's like $9 a month and you can have the blue check mark. And then a bunch of people started making fake accounts. And that's where I was like, there's a big problem with this because that blue check mark is to let us know which you know, if there's a
Source
high
to it.
profile or a celebrity, like that
Right.
lets us know you are legit. You are the Cardi B, and it's no one trying to impersonate you.
Oh, it already went wild because I saw like
Yes.
a LeBron tweet there. He's like, I've already officially submitted a trade for the Cavaliers. I'm going back home, and it was a fake
was
LeBron
fake.
James
Yes.
with the check mark.
So they started deleting a bunch of accounts that were paying for these check marks, and I'm like, did you not think this through? Like, there was a reason for the check mark.
I wonder if they were doing it for the money.
Yeah, he says that. Yeah, something about Twitter going bankrupt. He's making everybody that works for Twitter not work remotely anymore. Like, they gotta come back to the office. It's this whole shit show. So it's interesting to see what's gonna happen with Twitter.
As long as they don't fuck with my links, I need to get my shoes.
Look at links.
Especially these next 2 weeks, dude. These next 2 weeks are fucking vital for shoes.
Oh, I know.
What's going on?
The Chicagos that I told you.
Oh, the red
Chicago
ones? Yeah.
are coming out next week. And then the Mama Near 4s are coming out next week too.
He goes, all I want, because baby's birthday is coming up towards the end of the month, and he's like, all I want for my birthday is these 2 shoes. I'm like,
These two.
I could have probably won the Powerball like lottery before getting those 2 pairs of ticket or shoes. Like, there's no freaking way. Like, don't put that on me. That's what you want.
Well, I'm gonna help.
I
you.
bet you're like probably like
The
trying.
stress.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to like pay
And I
over
didn't even
retail.
hold on. I didn't even ask her to buy. I said, help me. I was like,
No, you said all I want for my birthday is these 2 shoes.
I see it. I can totally see
And
it.
I'm like,
I told the whole world. It was on my Instagram.
You did?
Yeah, I already got people helping
but
me.
he
so.
verbally told me like I'm responsible for his
Like if it
happiness.
doesn't happen, then it's on you.
Yeah.
I see that.
So if y'all got any hookups or connections, please help your girl out so I can be wife of the year.
Well, Secure Laces is already gonna help me.
Yeah,
so.
shout out to Secure
Laces.
in Phoenix
They're
that
dope.
always tries to get us like, you know, the shoes we want.
If you need kicks, hit them up.
Secured Laces at Secured Laces, right? On Instagram.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah. So since he's not getting you shoes that
I
you
know.
want,
Every time I ask for a pair of shoes, you send me all the horrible shoes. Like the colors that I would never wear.
You're picky, bro.
I'm really not. I see your collection. I'm like, this is
He's-
exactly what I want. But
he
then you
likes
never send
those.
me those ones. I like those ones. But
I
you
like
never-
those too, and you didn't offer me those.
I told you can get them. I just wasn't gonna buy them for you this time.
You can buy them
Not
for me,
this
but I'll
time.
send you the money.
No, because sometimes she forgets. And
Dude, I do. I do. I
the way my
forget.
bank account works is
It's because he was getting me shoes nonstop. So I'm like, okay, I'll send him money for these. And then I still got 2 other pairs. And I'm like, did I send him the money? I know I sent him money.
The wife is forgetting. You don't remind her? You're
no. Well, I usually gift them to her, but well, I'm saving up for the Chicagos because the whole family's gonna need the Chicagos for sure.
the whole family. Oh, I was
The
like,
baby, yourself.
how much are those?
Well, for baby it's gonna be $80. For her, it's 140. For my pair, it's 180. That's retail.
That's what you pay if you win, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's retail. That's if I win.
And you're gonna
The
want to buy
chance.
them resale though?
Well, I'm gonna get the Chicagos no matter what. I don't know if the full family's gonna get the Chicagos, but I'm gonna get the Chicagos.
If I get them,
for
I
sure.
get them. I mean, I'm not like.
But
I
I think
them.
they have pretty good chances of getting her in baby retail.
Sorry, the
hate that shit.
tajin was all at the bottom, and I really wanted it, so I didn't know how to do it quietly.
I had a strawberry lemonade from Salad and Go today. It's like a little smoothie, and I put a lot of tahini in it. It was good.
Tajin with everything. What is tajin not good with? Honestly, right?
That's true.
I can't do tahini.
Why?
I don't know. It's too salty for me. Or it's like too. I don't know what it.
He doesn't like salty, and that's really salty. I think next podcast we're gonna do like a not a live podcast, but we're gonna be not here. We're gonna be at the U of A ASU
What is it?
tailgate.
Our what is it? Our home. No, I'm thinking of the word like our
Maine.
our roots. We went to college. You know, we grew up.
Yeah, our stepping ground.
Our stomping grounds?
Stomping ground.
Our
Ground.
stepping ground.
Our stomping ground. Oh, baby, just discovered what that means.
Are you serious?
Tell him what
Yeah,
that means.
It means
In
like
the-
you're biting, like you're copying our shit.
Baby's like, I just saw someone go like this in a video. That means props, right? In the dance world, this means that you copied what you're doing from someone. You're biting the moves. And I was like,
what's props?
What is it?
Like it's just like kind of like
It's a-
your face. I knew it.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
knew it. I knew you were gonna say that.
You're such a pervert.
So we'll be doing it live.
Yes, we're gonna be doing a live podcast. I guess if you want to come out and like kick it, you can. because anyone can go to the tailgate, but U of A ASU football tailgate will be November 25th, Black Friday. We're going to be out there. We're going to be set up at our own spot.
And blacked out. Fucked up.
And fucked
I'm
up.
going to be throwing up.
But kind of like in the beginning, kind of before tailgate starts, we're going to try to do the podcast so it's not like hectic.
So like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, because it's an early game. But it's because we want to party.
Wearing a fucking snowsuit and everything, a scarf and fucking.
It's fucking
Oh, I'm going to be
cold.
bundled up too.
Yes. And then trying to talk it like
I'm going to wear my big white fur coat. Just kidding.
Please don't.
bougie. Please do.
You are, dude.
I'm going to wear it.
Yeah. So we'll be in the mall area at the U of A November 25th if you guys want to come say hi. Cool.
Just high, though. Don't get crazy.
We could take a shot.
Yeah, hell
You can
yeah.
hate all you want. I'll be very social then because I'm going to be drunk.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.